Okay. Hi, everybody. Um, it, it's always such a long time from when I do like random videos. It's always a time. It's always a long time, but I don't understand why. But a lot of times my life be so busy. A lot of times my life be so busy. I don't necessarily. A lot of times my life be busy, and think. I don't really think about trying to do a video. But I'm doing a video today because I just am. I keep saying that I'm going to start back doing more videos and start back doing more things. It's always something going on in my life, and a lot of times I don't understand why. I don't understand what it is, but my life always have a lot of stuff going on. So let me see. Let me see. What can I talk about today? What can I talk about today? So, of course, I guess I can start with my MS, and the medication that I am taking right now. It is it's an injectable. When I say it's an injectable, it is something that will help me with the progress of my oh my goodness, uh, pepper. um, it's always something going on with me with my MS. I have I just started back taking I just started back taking some MS medication. It's been years since I've been on it, but hopefully I'm going back to it now. I don't understand what the issue is. I don't understand what the situation is. It's weird because when you the older you get, the longer it takes for you to oh the longer it takes for you to be able to it's like the medications is like my insurance the insurance really takes a toll. It takes a long time for you to be able to just get your insurance and use what you feel you need to use. Um, so right now I am on I'm on I'm on a let me see. Right now I'm using an injectable. I take them 3 days out the week. I'm taking 3 days out the week. It's I take it 3 days out the week. I ain't gonna say I'm excited. Excuse me. I'm happy to be back on any kind of medication for my MS because I feel that that it'll help. I feel that it'll help me rather than me not taking nothing. I just want to be because I'm getting older. I feel like this is like it. The older I get, the more I am, the more conscious. Excuse me. The more conscious I am of everything that is going on around me and everything that is going on in my life. I just want to be at my best instead of me being how I was. I want to be in a better place for myself. So I'm excited. Oh wow, I'm excited to be able to not necessarily excited, but I'm happy that I am doing more for myself than what I did. So I don't know. It took me a while for me to. It took me a while for me to really feel like this is something that I need to do. At first, I was just like, I don't really care, and it took me a while. It took me a while, and I was just like, okay, okay. Some days, some days I feel like, okay, let me try to do as much as I can. But at the same time, it's just like, okay, you know, I do what I can. I do what I feel I can. So I'm just trying to be happy with myself. Um, let me see. So as of right now, we are in this pandemic. We are going through this pandemic where, like right now, our government is shut down. Like the state of Michigan, we are in a pandemic, and we're not supposed to be allowed to leave our houses unless we have to go to the store. Or I want to say go to the store or go somewhere that is important for us to go. Um, it's difficult. It's so difficult. Well, I mean, like, if I go somewhere, I go to the store and I only go there and then I come back home. I like being in my house. I like the quietness of my house. I don't like to have a whole bunch of outside noises and a whole bunch of noise because that's just not something that I like. So I'm just being okay with myself. So for right now, like right now I'm happy with being like I don't mind being by myself. I don't mind being in my own space. I don't mind not dealing with a lot of people. I don't like try to um, when people try to do a lot, or people try to put themselves in your put themselves in your I'm not gonna say my position, put themselves in your space. I don't like that. I like being by myself because I just do. And so I don't necessarily do nothing, of course, but um, I don't necessarily do nothing, but I mean I do what I can, and that's about it. I don't do nothing, but I like being by myself. My nose itching. I like being by myself because I like being by myself. I was thankful for me to be able to start the injections that I started. Um, I think I need to go, like I was doing some, like, well, I was out, like I walk everywhere. I walk everywhere, so I'm, I'm always feeling like that's enough exercise for me because I walk. I don't have a vehicle, so I have to walk to go to get anywhere. But I mean, well, I walk. I take and I recently rode a bike. Like, I rode a bike like within the last week or so, and that was something that got me. That was something that I was since I hadn't rode a bike in a few years. Like I had to get my body back used to riding a bike. I had to get my body back used to exercising that much. I think the first time I rode the bike, like later on that day, my leg muscles were really, I want to say tight. They were, but they wasn't. I was just like, okay, but I don't know. I do. I think I do want to go back to. I think I do want to go back to riding a bike. I mean, even if I ride for, maybe a day or so, or some, just to be able to get my muscles, get my body muscles back to get them back used to being able to ride a bike. Excuse me. But I rode a bike and I feel good. I have to get me a bike for myself because I like riding bikes. Like riding a bike, that's not bad. Um, I have a few things that I want to talk about. I have a few things that I'm going to talk about. I'm not sure exactly when. I'm looking at the time, and it's like it's been a little over 10 minutes. um, I'm trying to be okay with myself. Um, like I don't know. I'm not like the. I'm not gonna say I'm not the easiest person to talk to. I'm not the person that is that vocal and that talks a lot. I'm trying to get used to being able to talk, but I don't know. I got a lot of work that I have to do on myself, and I just have to keep moving. I have to keep moving and see. Look, my hair look kind of crazy, but I mean, with my hair is tied up, so I'm just ready. Like I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what can I talk about now. Okay, I did talk about riding a bike, and riding a bike that made my body feel good. I mean, like my body was it was a little tired, when I rode the bike. Not right then, but later on that night, like I felt the muscles in my legs. I really felt but that made me feel good. Um, that did make me feel good. So I think I want to purchase me a bike. I just want to get me a bike so that I can ride the bike whenever I feel like I want to ride. But then, I don't know. And I do have a lot of things that I need to work on with myself, and I am trying to do as much as I can. But okay, but for right now, I can't do nothing. Like our government is shut down because of this pandemic and how everybody is getting sick, and it's like the coronavirus. I don't know much about the sickness. I really don't. But like I know from let me see. I know from um I know from what I've heard, like I've heard months ago, heard months ago, how people in other places had gotten sick. I had heard that people in other places that were not necessarily in the United States, they had gotten sick, and then because people were traveling from and what was it? It's not China. People were traveling back and forth from China, so that was how they got the coronavirus from. That's how they got the coronavirus from there to here. Then because people were traveling, thank God I have not been sick because I thank God I haven't been sick. I don't get sick that often. Honestly, I do not get sick that often. But I just I don't know. It was just weird how they talked about how people had how people had started getting sick in China, and I was just like, okay. But then I don't know, because now like the entire United States, I ain't gonna say the entire United States shut down, but everybody has there are things that people are doing to make sure that their state, like their city or state, are making sure that people don't get sick. My mother her friend, my mother had two friends. Mother had two friends, and both of her two friends that passed away from the coronavirus, and that was a very sad situation because they ended up dying, if I'm not mistaken, in the hospitals alone, and that's just something. That's right. That right there is something that like you wouldn't. I mean, wouldn't nobody want to be in the hospital room sick and by themselves and not able to have anybody else there with them. All of this stuff that's going on, it's crazy. Like, I don't know. I'm so thankful. Like, I've never gotten sick. I've never gotten sick. I'm not a person that gets sick. That really gets sick often. So um, it was that was something that was like I had heard about. Besides my mother's friends that had passed away, I had heard that a couple of other people that I knew had been sick or had gotten sick, but then not. But then the sickness did not like take over the sickness did not take over their bodies to the point to where they lost their lives. And I'm thankful for that because that's something that is so different. I mean, like the way the situation is with the coronavirus right in the United States right now is something that is like horrible. That's horrible. Then people are passing away. What can you do about that? What can the average person what can the average person do and think? What can they do about that? Nothing. Not really. Just to protect themselves from every sickness that they can. I just try to make sure that I stay. I just I'm sorry. I'm listening to my neighbors. listening to my neighbors. Listening to my neighbors. Listening to whatever is going on out there. Um, I don't know. I call myself wanting to watch. I was watching the TV show. I was watching the TV show and I was saying to myself, like, well, maybe I gotta take this trash out in the morning.
You got a big ass problem. I'm gonna give you I need you to get in touch with somebody. I just went to Otis house and the motherfucking laundry room is flooded. The hallway flooded.
Oh Lord.
The front of my door, is waterlogged.
Oh